Imagine being a random Discord where someone comes in wanting to call younger girls lollies. This server being Lunar Archers, and yes, the person has been kicked, but I do have a bigger point at play. It's been pointed out, at least in this discussion, that Loli and Lolicon, Loli being used as girl and Lolicon being used as the sexual fetish. To the best of my knowledge, this is true. But there is a however, and it's a pretty big however. I'd argue it's also straightforward. It is, however, quite commonplace, incorrect as it may be, that people use the word lolly to describe the porn of the art where underage girls are performing or portrayed sexually. There is a call at the end of this video where we read off what might have just been a troll or some random weeaboo or someone completely self-unaware trying to argue in a server that explicitly calls for younger people in the server not to be called cute or sexualized. One joker pushed their luck and yeah, they got kicked. I think my audience and audiences wandering in to this video will understand why the rules are there, and even if you don't agree with them, you probably understand house rules. That's just what flies and doesn't fly at a specific place. That would have been a neat little video to explain to random fans who don't get that. And yes, there are people out there who don't grasp that. You've all seen YouTube comments and know they're not all trolling. Believe you me, I've got the YouTube videos to prove that point.
So I got my mom to send me a file, a folder of like a bunch of pictures of me when I was a little kid. I had to comb through them carefully to not use any of the ones where I was in a pool, because honestly I look so much like a little girl that if you were looking at pictures of me in a pool when I was a kid, then at work, then someone would think you were looking at child pornography. So here's me in one of these insanely oversized shirts I used to wear. I used to wear like double XL shirts for some reason. I could still fit this shirt today, and I'm easily over 100 pounds more than this kid who probably weighed less than 80 pounds. Just me looking like a nerdy little girl. Everyone thought I was a little girl back then. I got constantly made fun of, both for the glasses and for the long hair, and for the fact that everyone thought I was a girl.
But is there a bigger, wider reason to all of this? This is proof that I was once a Loli-Shota from Digibro After Dark. That's what the channel is called at the time of this video. The video in question is from May 16th, 2016. Digi, as I saw on Twitter, said that they didn't mind being called Digi still, so we're going to call them Digi. Is someone with 65,000 subs on their side channel and 350,000 subscribers on their main, someone who could be called an anime expert. Well, last I checked, they are someone who got deeply offended at the idea of them being called a pleb, and I'm also under the impression that they seem quite comfortable with the title expert. And they certainly know their way around lolly and also have identified as a lolicon, at the very least used to. I feel we can go without playing the Dickmasteson clip here. I'll link it down below if someone wants to go see it. Back to the comment where Digi refers to the picture of themselves as looking like child porn. This is their wording, the wording that they used to describe a picture of themselves in a swimming pool, unless Digi was swimming in the buck, and I can't imagine their parents keeping said pictures like that. This sounds like I, Digi, think that this is porn, in a video where I feel comfortable using the term Loli and Shota in the title. There certainly seems to be a blurring of the lines. So let me ask your biggest supporter, or any of your friends, dear pedantic romantic, if you were to raise a child and Digi called them a lolly, would you be okay with that? If Digi went, nice lolly, and a playful little wink about your daughter, would you just go, oh, that Digi? Same energy then, same energy now. Now, I'm not going to talk about the transition. I'm not a doctor. I could give my dime store thoughts based off the Digi that I've briefly met. Not my life, not my problem. The point here is, when you have someone who identifies as a lolicon, as someone who fetishized drawings of girls and blurred the line between fantasy and reality, referring to real people as lolly, that doesn't sound like 2D, does it? That doesn't quite sound like fiction. There are 5 pages of screenshots, sadly, in the call that we only managed to read off 3, so I'll be doing the last 2 solo. Comment down below on how you feel the Discord situation was handled, and do you think that people who have sexualized lollies in the past, calling real girls lollies in real life? Till next time, thank you, fuck you, bye. I was going to throw out Archer on completion of fucking my next video, which I just wanted to get the intro done for, and it was taking a hot minute. I didn't realize that Archer couldn't wait to not fuck up between here and there.
Fine.
Question mark?
The man with no spine's been fucking up the whole time.
Holy shit.
So
What
let
is
me
the
grab this one dude out of these screenshots.
If he were any more of a fuck up, he probably would have fucking taken over the original Rift after Looney quit.
Replaced with a series of fluid-filled bladders, which allowed me to extend my neck up to 14 feet. Fucking.
Okay, so an alternative account. A duck walks past a lemonade stand, says to the human in the stand, "Hey, got any great..." Oh, okay.
It starts out as a meme, but...
Do I know you? The man said, "No, we sell WeED. I'm from the Archer server." Of course you are! Getting to the next one. I see. Hello, there's a problem in the server you need help with, lol. I love the duck song. I'm not familiar. No, I don't see any problem with the server. Maybe one rule. Could you ban bait trap, though? Bait, Opal says...
Could be some banned bait trap.
I don't understand. Examples of what you mean. Some reason to try and trick someone to getting banned? Okay. The don't call underage cute. Okay. That's no. If you're underage, I suppose. If someone just means in a genuine compliment for the boy-gal actions or behaviors, I think it's okay, if not for a flirt.
How are you running an
No
RP
flirting,
server like
for
this
example.
with kids in it?
Sometimes I see a lolly young girls as a potential little sister to me, XP, and I'm adopted into single child. Now...
What the fuck?
Now hold it. Hold it. As I understand it, lolly specifically means young girl, doesn't it?
What the absolute fuck?
No, I got it. And you know what? I just don't like the connotation or the colloquialism with lolly in the English language. So unless this man is Japanese, if he is, I will apologize for my bigoted, nearsighted views. If you are a weeaboo, get fucked, you don't get to. Yeah.
Yeah, you want my take on this? Unless you're talking about a goth cosplayer who is of age, I don't want to hear you like, no, then you're talking about underage. Yeah.
Well, no, I've gotten a little weirded out when people say Lola Goth, but I understand that doesn't necessarily mean young girl. Anyways,
right? No, you better be talking about a cosplayer who's of age and is actually hot. Like,
okay, yeah, Opal Lolo. Just Opal on screen. Recalling an underage lolly is kind of a red flag. Not gonna lie, lollies are kind of associated with sexual... Okay,
holy shit. Yeah,
may I
exactly.
ask how old you are? Yeah, bravo, Opal, you are...
Yeah,
Opal knows this score!
Speaking from experience.
I'm not making any jokes about Opal moving along
if
here.
If this were a bowling team, we'd all be buying Opal a beer right now.
Well, let's not do that either, but anyways.
No, but like, you get my...
No, I know,
like,
I know.
Holy shit, they just got a strike.
Yeah, nice. So, alternative account here. So, as far as I was going to say, the example, by the way, lolly are the tiny underage anime girls. Lolly is the name of the sexual fetish. Or lolicon. Let's not mix both. I'm 22, by the way. I mean... Is this factually incorrect, his statement here? I'll read it one more time. Lolly are the tiny underage anime girls. Lolicon is the name of the sexual fetish. Does anyone disagree with this statement? Okay.
No, like that. I'm like, no one even said anything because it just seemed like...
Yeah. That said, so far, I think he probably
now.
just needs to not die on this hill. Did he come in the call yet? Continuing the reading from Opal. I understand, but I think it's best if you specify what you're meaning by that. Saying you're cute is kind of a risky thing to say in a server full of minors. I think it's best to say your OC is cute from an alternative account. Yeah, true. What about the behavior part? If someone is acting cute towards me, what am I supposed to say? Please stop being cute, I don't want to end up in jail. Sounds more like a red flag to me than, "Aw, thanks, you're cute." I mean, you don't have to say anything technically. Continuing. Opal, I mean, one is a red flag, and one is red flashing billboards saying, "I'm a pedophile." An alternative account. Haha, unless I'm just memeing around, or being a goofball. Minge. Opal. Ha, my advice is to be extremely cautious unless you know the person's age. An alternative account. Yeah, I wouldn't go crazy. DW. I mostly just check in and just see what's going on, but I do kind of disagree with the witch hunting parts of the overall thing. Opal. The server has had its problems with childs being preyed on. That's why I've become an admin. Alternative account. Unless you've got some strong and a lot of evidence against someone, we should not tell this name publicly or advert everywhere about this individual being a potential pedophile. I do agree, in real life, pedophile is one hell of a disgrace. Opal. We haven't to our knowledge. Alternative account. Good. Anyways, I gotta go study a bit. Have a good day, bootlegging Chica. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, the duck. Okay, yeah, I see it now. So, is your OC a duck? Opal, haha. Stay safe. Come to me if there's an issue. No lol, I have a few OCs, but my main is a pony. An alternative account we can talk OCs after my Aura K. Don't follow. Opal, I myself am busy too, so I might not get back to you. I think that they were pushing their luck and they should have probably been tossed. If it were a bit more of a rowdy server, or I guess technically we were trying to clean up the image of this server, yeah, I think that they could have just pissed off. But more on point to the beginning of the video, I think that certain people with a public face should know better than blur those lines. It's like this. The more uncomfortable and the more one side makes things, to compensate it, that they will push out the center. And I am aware, as someone who exposes predators online, not to push too hard. I don't think that Digi is one of the smarter people. I think that they very much are the kind of person to walk into a room, arms swinging hard and wide, and I'm prepared to let them make the mistakes. Or they could rein it in. I guess time will tell.